Oh man, that border actually came up pretty nice. Cool. Alright, welcome to Nothing Else Matters, because I need a fucking break. I need a break. Goddamn. January 6th. Yeah? 201 million 2020 BC. Weather conditions. I can feel my balls turning into ice cubes. It's my first time living on the coast, and I figured it'd be nice and warm all year. Imagine my shock when I got up this morning, and it was practically freezing outside. It's also this damn fog keeping me from seeing more than 5 feet in front of me. Makes me feel like I'm in Silent Hill. Might as well be, given how horrible my life has been in the past few months. Stop for a moment and take a breath. Focus, Anon. You can feel bad for yourself later, but right now you gotta get to school. Stupid place is practically on the other side of town. I have to walk the whole damn way. Apparently, they don't have buses that go to the skinny side of town. Go figure. Meteor dodges. Oh wait, no, I was gonna play Skin Row Soul, because we need to remind ourselves of that. Skin Row Soul. Yeah, baby. Back to the classics. Time a little bit. Anyway, after some more groping around in the fog, near miss with a tree stump. How the fuck did I get in the middle of the sidewalk? I finally arrived at my destination, Lugano High. When they decided to send me away for the rest of the semester, my man originally wanted to send me to some military prep school to get my head on straight. Thankfully, my mom was able to talk him down to a normal public school. On one condition, I remember him saying, once you graduate, you'll haul your ass to the nearest recruitment center. I don't care which branch, any of them will do you a heap of good. I don't care. Oh no, that should be a comment there. I don't care which branch, any of them will do you a heap of good. The warning bells chime, snaps back to reality. I take a second to analyze my surroundings, which I've been ignoring until now. Scan across the crowd of students across the stairs to school. I come to a sinking realization. I'm the only human in this entire crowd. My eyes go up and up the stairs, desperately searching for at least one other fellow Homo sapien. Instead, I am met with an endless horde of scales, talons, and horns. Horde and horns. Oof. Don't know if that's a good mix there, buddy. Why aren't you looping? Loop my soundtrack. Loop. As my failed search ends, my eyes linger on one particular female sauropod atop the stairs. In the rainbow of colorful dinosaurs, this girl sticks out with scales that look like they've been drained of most of their color, with a black outfit to match. The other thing that makes her stick out among the crowd is their large feathered... Why there? Why not her? Why are you suddenly using a different pronoun? I'm not against it. It's just a really weird character trait to give Anon. I imagine it's because the author's a bit more strict about fangs and non-binarism. So maybe they were going to trip themselves up. Now, is her... it's her large. Yeah, that should also be... Oh, man, we got someone with not maximum English. But hey. The other thing that makes her stand out among the crowd are her large feathered wings sprouting out of her back like an angel. As the monochromatic sauropod finishes talking... Why do you keep calling them they? You assume they were a chick. As she turns around, I can get a better look at her face. In the long hair and clothing, I assumed the dino was a chick. But now I can tell it's actually a dude! Now I can't believe my first day and I'm already gay! Anon, please, keep it together. As I keep looking, their eyes focus... What are these pronouns, man? As his eyes focus, he glares directly at me. Shit, he caught me staring. I hate that look. Seriously, him using gender neutral or third person. I guess we're going with a more LGBT conscious Anon. We've got one of the LGBT Anons from 4chan today instead of the sad crowd. That's mean, Sappy. Come on. Well, stories about how those people can get better. That's mean. Bonk. Man, I wish I had my soundboard with me. I have a soundboard on Discord, and the clonk sound effect has been so satisfactorily added. It's filled with so much... I hate that look. It's filled with so much contempt. Like I'm the weirdo! This guy's dressed like some scene kid from the mid-aughts. It's only like 10 years, Anon. He grew up in that time, as did you. Not to be outmatched, I give him my best glare right back at him. You shouldn't say give. You should say shoot your best glare right back at him. Just to really sell the point. Even still, it feels like he's looking right through. He doesn't see right through. Seeing right through implies X-ray vision. Looking right through implies a lack of interest. through me with those narrow amber eyes. Jesus Christ, man, just go back to your friends. Yeah, we got some real bad English. We got straight up uppercase where it doesn't belong. I just think to myself when after a minute he just does that. Let out of breath I didn't know I was holding. I don't know if you need that in. Like, gosh, there's so many tiny trip-ups. Oof. It's gonna be a rough one, buddies. Gonna be a rough one, buddies. Glad that's over with. What even was his problem? Probably a faggot or something. When at last while my mind freezes over for a second as my hypocrisy slams into me. Yeah, that's right, Anon. You're calling the kettle black? A faggot, too. That's why you're here in the first place, dumbass. Oh my god. In 2020, you got called out for being the gay? God dang, Anon. Pat-pats for Anon in chat. Pat-pats for Anon in chat. With the confrontation over the tiredness of trekking all the way to... With the confrontation over, the tiredness of trekking all the way to school hits me all at once. Fuck, it feels like my feet are going to explode as I hobble my way over to a nearby bench. It's a very sorry-looking bench, but I'm a very sorry-looking man. But I'm too sore to care as I plop myself onto it. It creaks a little, but I eventually settle in as the realization of my current situation sinks in. You settle in as it sinks in. Ugh. I feel like doubling on your verbiage could almost work there, but it still doesn't look intentional enough. Things feel more intentional when they're close together, and it's like you're obviously just fucking with the audience. I really do feel like this is a great place to have Anon say that he's a very sorry-looking man. Because one thing that some authors overlook is that Anon is kind of self-deprecating. He constantly tears himself down. You need to make that clear to the audience. 6 months at an all-dino school. A year by myself in an apartment situated in the worst part of town. Best part, after all that suffering, my big fat reward is a one-way ticket to boot camp! I try my best not to cuddle up in the fetal position and cry as I grip my knees and take heavy breaths. Deep breaths. Get a grip, Anon. Nobody here knows about your inclination. Just play it cool. Don't spurg out. And nobody will know. Sure as hell, you wouldn't have made it and did at rock bottom. But here you have a fresh start. Yeah, that's right. That's the worst that can happen. You could be a hormonal teen. And you get an erection at the worst possible time. You are not wearing pants that can hide anything, Anon. I don't think so. My thoughts are cut short by the wet snap of the wooden bench giving out from under me. I mean, Anon, it's not just the erection. It's just that you start looking at a guy, at his ass, and he just beats the shit out of you, and there's nothing you can do. Hell, you might not even be looking for long. It's just like that fleeting glance is enough. There's nothing you can do, Anon. The trash can beckons you. Shit. Should have italicized that, just to really emphasize this kind of like grumbling to himself. As I lay flat on my ass, I hear a pair of footsteps make their way over to me. Why is it a pair? Isn't it usually two? Aw, hell, here they come to kick me while I'm down. I look over to see 2 dino students tower over me. One big parasol girl and one dark gray pterosol dude. I was hoping we were doing gender swap to other people too. God damn it, I want my lesbians! Oh, shut up, Seth, you don't give a shit. You're constantly tweaking out over your shit. Oh my goodness, are you okay? The girl shrieks in a sickeningly sweet tone. Yeah, I'm fine, as I say as I try to play off falling on my ass. Oh my god, it's the actual proper present tense. The pterosol dude lowers his hand to help me up and introduce himself. Hey, you're in, alright? I reach out and grip his hand for support as he yanks me onto my feet. Practically rips my arm out of my socket while he does it too. His grip is strong like a vice, but his scales are remarkably soft. Which always felt kind of weird to me. This guy like exercises and he holds stuff. His hands shouldn't be that soft. My skills could be that soft. Oh wait, stop. Bad, Anon. Don't get gay on the first guy who looks your way. Supposed to keep a low profile, retard. Shake myself from my sus thoughts and answer. Yeah, I'm Anon. Who are you two?
My name is Naomi. This is my boyfriend Nasser.
The pink parasol was the first to respond.
We're president and vice presidents of the student council.
She's practically radiating with a wide smile. She beams at me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Nobody should be this happy to see me. There we go. That's a sharp line. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Look over to NASA, hoping for more direct answers to what they want from me. We're your welcoming party, he explains. I guess that makes sense. I'm the new kid, after all. Hold up. I forgot. There's a perfect soundtrack for these two. Where is it? It's some of the Energetics tunes. I really should just put these in one big pile. And just familiarize myself with it. Here we go. This song usually gets claimed, but fuck it. This is the sacrifice I make for you people. This is the honorable sacrifice that I make for the noble cause. Here, take that. Wait.
Here, take this.
I glance over to Naomi, who shoved a pamphlet into my hand. It reads, Volcano High and you. Your next step to adult. That's a quote, technically. It takes everything inside of me not to visibly cringe. Flip over the brochure of class and extracurriculars, and have to whisper something to Naomi. For a second, Naomi's ever-present smile diminishes, and she bids him goodbye with a chaste hug before he jogs away. What was that all about? I asked. She takes a moment before a smile flexes back into shape like rubber! Rubber flexes back into shape. Come on, man! Please! Weird. On the plus side, shit's happening at a lightning pace. We are fucking schmoovin'. BLJ right through the story. Goddamn, we don't need a repeat of everything that happened since... We know the game, okay? Weird.
Oh, now since you set up with moving some stuff. So, Anon, why'd you transfer if you don't mind me asking?
The sudden question catches me off guard like a deer in headlights. Come on, Anon. What's the possible explanation? What did Mom and Dad put on your transfer sheet again? Oh, family problems, I lie. Hoping my vague answer will garner enough sympathy. That's a nice verb I haven't seen in a bit. Garner enough sympathy for Anon to try and pry into the subject.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anon, I didn't know.
Yep, that's it, and we draw.
God, I missed my good Anon.
Sure, the author clearly is like struggling a bit with English and grammar punctuation, but fuck! The meat is here. The bones might be already turning to gelatin, but the meat... I'm tearing into this mystery meat like this. There's some snap, there's some energy to this pacing, you know? The shit happening every sentence. I do have some issues with using two speakers on one line, but fuck it. It makes... You are not confused who's saying what.
Do you have any questions for me, Anon?
You know, he asks, eager to move on. I start to think it'd take a second to swallow my pride. Come on, Anon, it's not gonna kill you to ask for help. Actually, are there any soup kitchens nearby? I'm on a pretty tight budget. I rub the back of my neck awkwardly after admitting my my broke boy status. Broke boy represent.
Oh, don't worry, the school has tons of programs to help less fortunate students. Censors yourself, Anon.
She clasps her hands cheerfully before continuing.
Come on, I'll take you to the principal's office and we can both get sorted out.
Before I can respond, she reaches out to grip my hand. Without thinking, I jerk away.
Was something wrong, Anon?
Oh shit, don't speak out now. Oh no, he's not just a gay. He's a misogynist homosexual. He's one of those gay guys who is like, I hate women because I don't need women. I don't need women for my sex, but I'm also an asshole, so I can just be a complete dick to women and never consider anything. It's a win-win. Except for the fact that some gay people are like, what the fuck are you doing? That's my friend. And you're like, nah, man, she's a woman, and that's what your luck runs out. And sometimes it won't, because those guys can find each other, and then they join the Republicans, and then they're like, uh-oh, turns out they want to undo gay marriage. When did this happen? Why, I thought I could trust this asshole who said he was going to ruin my life. Leopard's biting face party is just log cabin Republicans. I don't get you guys. Didn't you pick up on the rising rhetoric? Like, I guess all the power to you if you, like, you knew and you wanted to fuck over your own life. Like, hey, power to you if you want to fuck yourself over, but the people that act surprised are just the funniest one of all of them. No, I mean, no, not at all. At least as me for a second. Like, she wants to say something more, but decides against it.
Well, just follow me then.
God, my throat's already giving way, and I've got so much left. Listen, Naomi's a bitch on the throat. Naomi took me to see the principal. He was busy talking to another student, so we'll have to catch him later. Thankfully, Naomi and I shared the first hour. English? She was able to show me the classroom. Every class is the same as the last. Awkward introduction. After awkward. This guy needs to learn to put in some more commas. God, I hate being a vanilla kid. I mean, have you ever seen one? Eventually lunch rolled around and I had to refrain from playing 20 questions. I mean, the game implies that no one ever gives a shit, so I'm surprised anyone's asking questions. Unfortunately for my wall, all the good food was really rich for my blood, so I ended up buying a sad piece of pseudo pizza. But I don't think it was hard enough to use as floor tile. I nervously eyed the sea of occupied tables. A lifesaver was thrown my way in the form of Nasser and Naomi waved me over to him. For a second, I considered ignoring them and finding a corner to disappear into, but as much as I disliked the living pink sugar rush, Nasser seemed like a good enough guy. Just fucking kiss already! I make my way over and nervously sit across the dino power couple. The moment I sit down, Naomi lets loose a volley of questions about my day. Eventually, I give up on answering them individually and just nod along to her tune. By the time the assault is over, my slice of pizza has become one with my paper plate. Now, noticing my struggle, breaks a sub-sandwich in half and gives me the larger part. Yep, total bro. So, we busy today, Anon? Nasser asked as I chow down on his sub. Not really right. Now after school plans consisted of me shitposting on my computer playing Rock Ring 2 again. Man, every Anon has to start the legendary no death run. It's plot critical. It's how he fucks up an ending one. There's gonna be a concert after school today. Yeah, that's gonna be a hot pass. Nasser, I'm a concert guy. They'll have free pizza. Nasser interjects before I can finish. Oh my god, it's an interruption sign. Well, now you have my attention. Like I'm off to flame, I'm drawn to free food. I was playing. I don't really care who's playing results because of free pizza, but I'm still a little curious. My sibling's band, Worm Dropper. Huh. That's a sibling, that's neat, I guess. What type of music do they play? I ask. By the way, his face crunches up. I can tell he doesn't entirely know. You know, the good type. Stay with Nasser for a second as I consider my options. As much as I don't care for concerts, the promise of free pizza is too tempting for a poor boy like myself. Broke boy, come on, alliterations. Plus, I might be able to grab a few boxes of the good stuff before I leave. Sure, I'll come. Awesome. We'll be at the theater at 3:30 sharp. Nasser responds, looking genuinely happy that I agreed to come to the concert. Well, at least I made someone happy today. A few more questions from Naomi, the lunch bell rings, and it's time to roll into the last classes of the day. They're less painful than the earlier ones, and I perfected my introductions by that point. Just go up, rattle off a few things about myself, and sink back to the corner of the classroom for the rest of the period. Rinse and repeat. Hopefully the rest of the school year will be this painless. Just don't look at those perfectly chiseled dinosaur tushes. Luckily, the tail will partially obscure it. You have something going your way, Anon. Actually, how are tails perceived in that regard? Oh god, that guy is back. Great. Oh, god, girl. God damn. That's the second time. Safi, come on! There are girls on the internet. And where we're at. Head over to the theater a little early. Hoping to catch first dibs on the pizza. I spot Nasser standing by the entrance doors. He's texting someone on his phone and acknowledging my presence with the nod. Oh, hey. Thanks for setting up with the band. They'll be ready in a few minutes. Who? I asked, because the name Fang doesn't ring any bells. What the jeez, I hope that wasn't that pink micro-raptor from Studio who kept trying to talk to me. Ah, Sage! Just kiss Sage already, Anon! That's a cute guy with a career waiting, and he's technically a girl, so you can pretend to be straight. You can be bearded. Or lavender, or whatever they fucking call it. Fang, my sibling, Nasser clarifies. Nasser, you lost a period somewhere. I guess Naomi's on it. Wait, sibling. Why don't you do this, brother or sister? Listen, I need to know if I can date them, Nasser. I need to know. I'm very picky. Sibling. Yeah, as in offspring of the same parents? Nasser shuffles his shoes a little, looking for an exit. The phone buzzes in his hand. Look like they're done setting up. This makes it even weirder that Anon guesses third gender neutral, because, again, it makes this really weird, and it makes it even weirder if this author at all does the Anon doesn't get the pronouns right part. Because he already got them right! Without being told! And thinking otherwise. Like, that would make it so fucking weird if you keep it up. Also, Anon, I mean, I'm not saying every gay person is in the LGBT community. That's way beyond the pale. But, you know, probably a little more understanding since, you know, he's pickier. Like, Anon kind of went along with it because he didn't even know he was in a relationship for much of it. I don't know if this Anon, if Gainon makes sense in this context. Looks like they're done setting up. He flips his phone forward for me to read the conversation. Looking at these messages, it seems like Fang has quite a way with words. The hell does FWR mean? Frederick Theodore Roosevelt? That's because the last messages. Just the acronym. Oh, that's a fucking retard. Fucking retard. Ouch. That's harsh, even for me. But you didn't say anything. What you mean by even by my standards? I mean, I know what he's thinking. Shut up. Nasser must have guessed what I was thinking because he waved his hand apologetically. We didn't do some of this, actually. It's fruitless now. This'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. It's just some banter between siblings. Don't think too much about it. They're a nice person once you get to know them. You sure? Nasa glares at me after that remark. Shit. In my dumb fucking mouth. Yeah, Fang is family. It's just that they can be so, difficult? Yeah, that's the word. I know they care, but they act like they don't even want anything to do with me. That's rough, buddy. Before I could say anything else, the doors of the theater opened from the inside. Come on, Anna. Let's go get you some pizza.
Let's go get you some of that New York slice!
Nasa takes me over to the pizza table. I watch a wave of the students start to flow behind us. Damn, it looks like the whole class is here.
Whose class? You mean the whole year?
Here you go, Anna. Nasa hands me a paper plate with 2 slices of it. You could take a few of the leftover boxes home when this show's over. Nasa reaffirms the status as a total bro when it comes to giving me food.
What are you, a dog?
I can't believe the school would have splurged on something like this, says I watch the other students start to rip into the pile of pizza boxes. School? How about all this? I try my best to keep my eyes from bugging out of their sockets. How much did they spend? Enough to have to feed a whole trailer park. How much did they set you back, Nasa? Not much. About a month's allowance. Man, this parents must be fucking loaded to get this much money to throw away. I mean, considering how many pizza boxes, like 10, I guess that is like easily over $100 for the pizza if you get a bad deal. So, when did they start? Asked Nasa to try and move the conversation away from money. Go check on them. I'll be back in a sec. As Nasa goes backstage, I get another helping of pizza and look over the crowd. They settle into their seats and bits of conversation start to break out. Just a little shit show. Why do they even play them? Why do they even let them play? A bunch of retardos! All of them seem to share the same sentiment that this performance is going to be a total disaster. Why would they come if they knew it was going to stink? I look down at the greasy plate of pizza in my hand. Well, that's why. Nasa finally comes back from backstage and grabs a slice to eat. Just had to hang out with him a bit before finding a seat. What was all that about? Oh, wait. So what was all that about? He eats a slice in one bite before talking. Show off. I mean, his beak is big enough for it. Oh, I was just explaining to Fang why there's so many people here. Do people not usually show up? I don't know, maybe it doesn't most. Nasa begins to scan the crowd, taking just how many people showed up. Are they happy with the turnout? Nasa shakes his head. No, Fang was pretty furious and said I should just leave. He's sort of slack, as he says in the last part. Really? Damn, he does all this and still gets pushed back? Yeah, they said they didn't need my help. I've done enough. Nasa deflates, looking completely defeated. Gotta go now, Anon. Whatever happens, don't hold against Fang, okay? I rub the back of my neck. This Fang person seems like a complete ass, but Nasa seems pretty adamant on covering for them. Sure thing, man. Nasa gives me a small smile before he walks out of the auditorium. I've got a small smile spotted. Don't smile too broadly. You might just give the impression things are... might just give off the wrong impression. With most of the seats already taken, I have to settle for sitting in the far back alone, which is fine by me. I get to slink into the back of it and enjoy my pizza in peace. For a few minutes of chatting, the lights finally dim, but the curtains are drawn. On stage is a trio of dinos. One on the drums and 2 on guitar. What dinosaur species? One of them has rings like Nasa, so I'm guessing that's Fang. That's racist, Anon. So get a better look at them and make a connection. He's that dude from the top of the stairs this morning. So that's why Nasa is so vague about his brother. He's gay! What, Nasa or his brother? Shit! Did Nasa think I'd be homophobic if he told me? Also, why do his wings have feathers when Nasa doesn't? Oh yeah, for some reason, I mentioned this in a YouTube post. But apparently, wings having feathers is like a girl thing, which technically means that Fang is intersex, which really complicates the gay thing in funny ways. Nothing that Anon would care about, but apparently it's a big deal. Before I could continue thinking to myself, I'm brought back to reality by the purple chick. She starts to play. Oh, and London Bridge comes tumbling down from... I played too much Death Stranding, sorry. For whatever reason, they were using 2 basses, which, along with the drums, produced a loud, aimless cacophony of noise. It sounded like someone put bricks into a washing machine. Then Fang started to sing in a shrill, undecipherable wail of the avalanche of noise. They weren't just awful, they were god-awful, and everyone knew it. It doesn't take long for the students in the crowd to let their opinions be known. At first, it starts off with a few laughs, but it quickly devolves into a cackling laughter and loud booing. No, they're saying boo-erms, boo-erms. Some students even stand up and start to shout insults at the band. You guys suck!
Suck so big, abuse thought your prisoners. Making me cringe out of my skin!
At this point, the whole crowd was hollering with laughter and the music came to a crashing halt. The drummer dude looked like he was about to book it, as did the purple chick, who was already sobbing. Fang was different, however. Like a cornered animal, his wings spread out and he took a defiant stance. He leaned into the microphone and he was holding and screamed, "Fuck all of you," as loud as he could. From the crowd, someone yells back,
Nobody wants to fuck you, faggot!
The last comment seems to really touch a nerve with Fang as he wraps lots of flutter his wings. Shouldn't Anon have a fucking fear response? Like, Anon was probably like bullied away from school for being gay. Shouldn't someone being called faggot loudly and proudly immediately set off alarm bells in your head? I feel like this is like, oh shit, really? Bailing back and forth for a little before Fang grabs his bass, not his bass, and runs off stage with his bandmates. Like, I legitimately feel like you really want to give this a little more punch. You just have him immediately fucking go, oh no. By now, the crowd feels vindicated by the victory over the bands, continues to mock them. I can't help but laugh at Ralph, only to avoid dying from secondhand cringe. After a while, I dart towards the entrance to load up on pizza boxes before I bug out. After I grab a few, I stop dead in my tracks, but it feels like a vice clamping onto my shoulders. Technically, the vice I think you're looking for is with a C, right? I don't even know. Now that I'm thinking about those beans, I don't know. The US spelling of vice. Nope. Vice is very much with a C. However, apparently in America, you might sometimes spell it with an S. Huh. How strange. The more you know. I'm gonna stick with the C, though. I'm classy like that. Classy with a C. Ow. You must be Anon. The figure booms. You look human like me. He was built like a truck, easily towering over my lanky. I'm pretty sure like 10 of you would fit in him. Fold him up properly, at least. Who the hell is playing Imperial Galactic Survival in this day and age? I say, not knowing what that game even is. And you are? I managed to squeak out as my voice cracks. And you are? I am Principal Spears. It's nice to finally meet you, Anon. He looks over me, towards you and God in the back of me. I expect some maturity from you, Anon. You're almost an adult, you know. I mean, technically already is if he's 18. Why me, sir? Feel his grip on me tighten as he turns me around to look at me directly. Firstly, because you're not the only person in the world. Everyone's... Jesus Christ, that is the shittest introduction to this. That is a terrible firstly. Firstly, it's because you're not the... Yeah, he's in a room full of people. This works way better when it's this isolationist element. You've already pointed out... Whatever. Spear leans and glows at me with a more hushed tone. Secondly, I think you're with a bad degree of sympathy given your previous incidents. Oh my god, he knows! That's great! I actually really like that Spears already knows. He's willing to bring it up. The last part hit me particularly hard. It wasn't like I laughed that much at him. I still didn't feel any sympathy for them. Hold up, I forgot. I need to switch soundtracks from time to time. I'm thinking of... Intercept? Sadist. No! It's always literal club music, goddamn. I was more concerned about getting this stupid pizza than about how any of them felt. But I expect to see you at my office first thing in the morning. Let's go on my shoulder and I give him a quick nod before I dash out of there with my pizza boxes in hand. As I leave, I can hear Spears laying into the crowd. Even as I get away all the way to the main entrance, I can see his shouts echo down the halls. I don't want to get on that caveman shit list. The walk back to my apartment was uneventful. The skies had cleared from the fog, allowing me to reflect on the school's day events in peace. So far, my plan to go unnoticed has been a success. Besides the novelty of being the only human in the school, no one had taken much interest in me, besides Naomi and Nasa. Naomi was pretty annoying with a constant badgering. I think she means well overall. Nasa, on the other hand, total bro. Truthfully, he's been the only genuinely nice person to me ever since moving here. As I finally arrived at my dilapidated apartment complex, I scurried the stairs, getting to my tiny one-room apartment. I threw the pizzas and managed to snag into the mini-fridge and collapsed onto the bed. Managed to be completely sapped from the stress of the first day. Let myself drift into sleep before I can take my jacket and jeans off. Yeah, this is gonna go fine. So, what a nice snappy chapter. How many words was that? God! I might actually be able to count these on my hands. Not really. This is way longer than that. How many words was this? Look at that. 4,000 words. What a manageable amount. I could do it in one go, and it actually felt like shit was happening. What the hell does this mean? Picadura de la cobra gay. What the hell does that mean? Turns out, very big slur. Oh no! Gay cobra bite. How strange. Sting. Transfang feeder in his wings. He's a teenage dirtbag. It's Metallica reference. Man, next chapter's nice and snappy too. Ain't that just nice? I know part of this chapter is like Anon's going to NTR Naomi out of Nasser, but I promise they're just bros. I want to address the cross Anon being Christian thing early on. Oh god. We're gonna be having some opinions here. Man, we got something going on here. We got vibes, man. I forgot how far I got myself. But, we got 35 chapters to go through. A crisp 125,000 words, which is way more manageable for 30 chapters. How much is that on average? Let's grab out the calculator. This device can do calculations with the speed of light. And then we divide. Shit, I can't hit the division key. Because if I do, take a fucking guess what happens. It pauses the recording. That's about 4,000 a chapter. Nice and breezy. So yeah, nothing else matters, because I need to clear my goddamn Padlet after reading such an incredibly drawn out... Jesus, man. I need to read something that actually makes me want to write, instead of something that just kills me. And then we'll go to Sugar and Cyanide. It's not done yet. But I want Mia to make out with that Nito. Olivia and Anon, goddamn, we're getting 2 for 1 there. Eventual smut, though. It's explicit, which means I gotta be ultra mega careful. Oh, shit. I'm not even able to show the text, truth be told. I don't even know when the sex starts. I don't even know where the sex is. That's the sad part. Dubcon kissing. Oh, hell yeah, brother. We got the smooching time. Finally, I'm justified in saying, oh boy, it's smooching time.